My name is Vineet and I'm a student of BSc Chemistry on its final year. Today I am performing an inorganic chemistry practical, that is analysis of insoluble. The insoluble that we analyze today is lead sulfate, and we will detect lead plus 2 ion and sulfate ion in it.
So the requirement of our experiment are barium chloride, lead sulfate, ammonium acetate, potassium chromate. First we'll take ammonium acetate in a beaker and add it in distilled water taken in this beaker and slowly stir the solution so that it completely mixes with it. Slowly stir the solution to get it completely mixed. And now take in another beaker a few ml of glacial acetic acid. Now we take glacial acetic acid in this beaker, and now we will take our insoluble sample in a test tube and add both the solutions in it. First of all, we will add the solution of ammonium acetate in this test tube containing insoluble, and then we will add this dilute acetic acid or the glacial acetic acid solution in this test tube, and we will heat the solution thereafter. If the compound or the insoluble gets dissolved after heating, if it is soluble, then maybe the lead sulfate is present. So first we will heat this test tube containing three solutions, three components, that is glacial acetic acid, ammonium acetate and dilute acetic acid, and if it is soluble, then the substance that is present may be lead sulfate. So now we have to confirm that if it is lead sulfate or something else. So take this solution into two separate test tubes. Take this solution. Now we have to divide the same solution into two parts by taking it in two different test tubes, so that we have only one insoluble substance in two different test tubes, and we have to confirm the presence of both lead plus 2 and sulfate ion. So for the confirmation of lead plus 2 ion, we have to add in one test tube the potassium chromate. So if yellow precipitate comes, that confirms the presence of lead plus 2 ion. In another test tube, we have to add barium chloride solution and dilute HCl. First take it in the beaker and then it into the test tube. So if after the addition of this barium chloride and dilute HCl solution in the test tube, if white precipitate confirms, so that confirms the presence of sulfate ion. So you can see white precipitate confirms, so that confirms the presence of sulfate ion.